going on? What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talk and ENT. Hope everybody feeling all right this morning. Hit that like, hit that sub, also comment as well. Uh, I want to thank uh, my I got a new subscriber by the name of Zenith. I appreciate your love and your support. Hope you enjoy the content as well. And I want to thank all of my people that were able to show up last night and pull up to the stream. Uh, had wonderful dialogue. You know how we do around here, agreeing and disagreeing, nipping everything in the bud, and diving into topics that need to be talked about. But anyways, man, this is Polo Motivation, bro. You know how we get down over here, and nothing's out of bounds in terms of what we talk about. Okay. Now, I'm gonna say this. Okay. You need to get up out your feelings and go get it on your own. Okay. And that thing in life, right? Now, a lot of people they think that they can become successful or obtain a certain goal or aspiration by just sitting around pouting, crying, being depressed, feeling salty because that next man is doing more than you. Look here, I'm here to tell you nobody's feeling sympathy for you. They're not feeling sympathy for you. The only way that you're going to obtain any type of level of success, whether it's uh, a low level of success or even a high point of success to the point where it was some would consider the top of that mountain. The only way that you're going to reach that is by going to go get it yourself. Okay, and nobody. I mean, yeah, you can. I can sit here and motivate you all day and tell you, beat it into your head. I can lead a horse, and I can do everything that I can to try to get you to see that you need to get up yourself and go. But if you don't have that passion for what you want to do in life, in terms of whatever skill or craft or career choice that you desire, or even if it's your all out dream that you're trying to accomplish, nobody's gonna do it for you. You have to take matters into your own hands. Um, Nobody's gonna sit there and give you any handouts now. And if you do get a handout from someone or some people, just expect that you're gonna have to eventually owe that somewhere down the line. Look, there might be a business that you wanted to start. Okay, you wanted to get that off the ground, but you see people that might have just started and they're getting it they're getting it done, uh, with ease, faster and quicker than you are, and you getting mad and you feeling salty about those people that are passing you by. Well, nobody's going to feel sympathy for you, and they definitely are not going to help you out either. Make no mistake about that. They're not going to help you out. They'll even go so low as to even talk to you and conversate with you and kind of rub it in, so to speak, and just to make you angry. And the thing about that is, what you have to do is you have to stay in the present mind. Yeah, listen, patience is a virtue. It really is a virtue. Okay. Now you got to be patient but impatient, if that makes any sense. Okay. Now, if say for instance that there's many different things that you want to do. Okay. You want to do five things. You want to be a master of like five different things. Okay. You want to be versatile, pretty much. But you're all over the place. Okay. You have to understand that there's nothing wrong with what you're trying to do. If you want to do many different things, I know a guy that does 10 different things. Okay, and this is what you have to do. Okay, you have to be patient and be impatient. You have to be impatient in the sense that, okay, hey, look, I'm gonna be impatient as far as procrastination. You have to put off procrastination because procrastination is the downfall of a lot of things. When it comes to people trying to obtain any type of level of success, or they're trying to build their business, build their brand, um, promote their music, get into even of course getting into sports. Procrastination is the biggest thing. If you're trying to make a certain weight so that you could get step in the ring and so that you could box, well, the only way that you're gonna the only way that you're gonna be able to do that and make that weight is by you getting out there and you putting your best foot forward, and you actually doing it at the time that you say you're going to do it. If you set a time up to do some of the things that you say that you're going to do, be there early. You have to have a military mindset in that. Uh, if you're on time, you're late. That's what Isaiah Thomas used to say. Okay, he would say, if you're on time, you're late, meaning that you should be doing that. You should be thinking like 10 steps ahead of everybody. You should be early. Don't if whenever you whenever you're doing something, whenever you want to go for that career position, that level, be prompt and be early. You want to be the first one there, and if not, one of the first people there, and always be, so dedicated to the point where you be the last one to leave. You have to be seriously dedicated to what you're doing. And many people are not going to be, they're not going to be on your side. There's not going to be a lot of people around you because, like, uh, when you're getting something started, accomplish your goal, you're going to tell people a lot of your ideas and your plans and stuff like that. Some people are going to act like they care, but they really don't. And when when that's just like what I was saying in the previous Polo motivation. Don't worry, those people do not want you to be successful. Well, the thing about it is that you can't be in your feelings about that either. You can't be mad about that because those people are going to continue to live their lives regardless. They're not even thinking about you. Okay, and if there are the people out there that are thinking about you, that want to sabotage you, that want to wish you failed, all that other stuff, just pretty much putting that negative energy out there, then that's something that the universe has to deal with. As I've said before, uh, you control your own destiny. Okay, you always control your own destiny. Don't let no one control it for you. Uh, you have to understand that that timing is everything. Okay, timing is everything, and the way that you're gonna establish that too also is by you making that time. Matter of fact, you have to create the time. You have to dictate the time. Okay, if nobody's listening to you, nobody's hearing you, man. That's when you have to kick down the door, so to speak, and and be willing to take risks and pretty much shove it in the right people's face. Now I'll give you a prime example. Yesterday I was speaking about a famous icon, rap mogul, businessman, a guy like Master P. Okay, now he had ambitions of coaching. He wants to coach the New Orleans Pelicans and stuff, but we all know that Master P wasn't a coach. Um, he didn't play in the NBA for very long, and also we understand that he again he doesn't have any coaching credentials, and that right there is already the stereotype that you see whenever you're trying to do something, right? And they didn't realize that in the beginning of his rap career, in the beginning of his journey as a hip hop mogul and a hip hop icon, in the beginning nobody paid attention to him, but except for one person, and that one person had gave him a shot, and then that one person turned into to to billions and trillions of people that were able to consume his music. Okay, so in the beginning, nobody's really gonna they're gonna tune you out. They're gonna tune whatever you have to say. They're not gonna take you seriously and everything until they actually see something, or word of mouth, or stuff just starts surfacing, or even they look at themselves and they just have no choice but to jump on your team. So you can't get in your feelings when things are not going your way. You're gonna have to go and go get it on your own. Nobody's gonna do it for you. If you need to work, don't be shy about working a particular job at that point in time in your life. You may be 40 years old and you still have ambitions to do something that a lot of 20 and 30 year olds are doing. Don't feel like yourself. Don't feel like, oh man, my time has passed me by. I can't do that anymore. I won't be successful at that. What will they say about me? Because if you have that type of attitude, guess what? You're not gonna make it, and that's basically you being in your feelings. Listen, the fact is, and the fact of the matter is, the more that you, the more that you know that people don't care, the more that it's gonna make you not care. Okay, and not caring in the sense that I don't care uh, what type of obstacles are in my way. I don't care what people have to say. I'm still going to go ahead and do what is necessary to obtain my goal. Okay. Now, there might be a certain amount of weight that you're trying to lose. Okay. Uh, the only way that you're going to be able to lose weight is by you actually stepping into an actual gym. And you don't even really need a gym, really. You just doing some activity, period. Okay, like I was telling one of my subs yesterday. Okay, if you feel like, if you don't like the way you look, you're gonna have to do something about it. If you don't like the way uh, uh, something is going at that particular time in your life, you have to do something about it. But you keep thinking about it, and you being in your feelings about it, and you constantly harping about it, and you constantly talking about it, that's not doing anything for you. It's not. It's not. It's absolutely not doing anything for you. Um, don't get upset. That people aren't listening to you, or don't get upset that people don't want to take want to do anything that you sell or any 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 type of when you have a business, any product that you have, don't be mad that people don't want to take it. You can't do that because you're gonna get just as many no's as you are yeses. Okay, especially like in the building, in the beginning. you know, like when just to get back to what I was saying, if you plan on trying to lose a little bit of weight, or you're trying to look somewhat decent in decent shape, you have to do what other people are not are willing to do. You have to go beyond the limit. You pretty much are going to have to do whatever it takes. You have to have that whatever it takes type of mentality. Okay, because a lot of people, they sit there and they wish upon a star, but that's not going to happen. You do the tooth fairy thing. You put whatever thing that you wish up under your pillow, and you wish upon a star, and you think that it's going to happen. It doesn't work that way. Okay, you have to be aggressive in order to succeed. Sometimes it's going to be you doing some things that you really don't want to do, but you have to sacrifice. Um, it's going to be you're going to have to sacrifice your time, your effort. You're going to sacrifice your sleep sometimes, but you got to think about it. Those people that are successful, that you look at, and the people, some of these people that are on the tube or on the screen, or on social media that you glorify, those people are actually being glorified because they're actually, the majority of them are actually working. Okay, they sat up there and they made that video. They sat up there and created whatever content that they made. Okay, you can't get in your feelings about that. Point plain and simple. If you need to make some changes, make the changes. If you feel that things aren't going a particular way for you, find another direction. That doesn't necessarily mean change who you are, or change your persona or anything like that. But finding another maneuvering, or finding another way that's beneficial for you. Okay, I often I often look at certain people that are doing something extremely better than me, and instead of me becoming jealous, or trying to tear the next man down or anything like that, what I do is I try myself try to see, okay, how did that person become successful? Even talk to a business person who is doing the same business that you might be doing, okay, and just have a sit down with them. Pick their brain. That's what you have to do. But you sitting up here, making excuses, uh, getting mad at everybody else, placing the blame on everybody else, that's not going to get you nowhere. Okay. And there's a lot of people that do that, and they sell themselves short. Okay. The reason why you don't have that job is because that person outworked you. Okay. And they was able to get that position. The reason why you're not at that particular point, with whether it's sports, or music or anything like that, is because there are people that are outworking you, and they're willing to go They're willing to go 50 times harder. As the late great Kobe Bryant said, he said he okay. There was a question they asked him what he was going to do in the off season, and guess what he said? He said he's going to work himself to pure exhaustion. You have to work yourself to pure exhaustion, and you have to be obsessed with what you're doing. Okay, in order for you to get any type of level of success, because nobody is going to do it for you. If you're in your feelings, you're just going to be in your feelings on your own. Plain and simple. You're going to be like a lost teddy bear that's going to be sitting down, all depressed and stuff, and everybody's going to be like, well, what's wrong with him or what's wrong with her? If you want to get, if you want to get more, you want to have more drip, shoot, do everything that you can to spice things up. Do some research. Listen, the internet and the computer is a powerful tool. Okay, now it's a blessing, but it can also be a curse. But if you use it for the right thing, it can work wonders for you. Go do some research. Go find out, okay, hey, look, this is what I need to do in order to better myself. This is what I need to do in order to do better with this business, or this is what I need to do in order to get this degree. This is what I need to do in order to work out better. This is what I need to do in order to lose weight. This is what I need to do in order to improve my craft. Okay, nobody's going to do it for you. Okay, and nobody cares that you are in your feelings. You're going to have to be very aggressive in order to succeed. Okay, now your type of aggression might be different from the next person. Somebody's aggression might be uh, within them, and they're calm, cool, and collected, but yet and still they're able to succeed. Another person's aggression might be, wilding out and all out, uncontrollable aggression and everything. But that's them. That's who they are. As long as they're not hurting anybody, then that's fine. But that's neither here nor there. What you have to do is you're gonna have to get it on your own. Nobody's gonna do it for you. These great people that are out here that you see that are successful, they started from somewhere. Some people were homeless. Some people were on drugs. A lot of people don't realize that uh, Samuel L. Jackson, he was on drugs, and now look at him. Samuel L. Jackson is in every movie, almost like every movie. Every movie that comes out, it seems like he's in there. I'm not gonna say every movie, but the man never stops working. Okay, even at as he gets older. You got to block that stuff out. You got to block those mental barriers, those negative barriers. You got to block those out of your mind. Oh, well, am I too big to do this? Or oh, am I too slow for this? Or oh, am I not intelligent enough to do this? Or oh, am I too old for this? Or oh, my appearance not this way or something like that. If you're questioning yourself, then that already tells you, okay, hey, look, I'm not ready yet. you know. And if you're not ready, then you need to find some ways to get ready. They got a saying, where I was from, that you know you got to stay ready, so that way you don't have to, when the pressure mounts or something happens at that point in time, you don't have to fumble and be under pressure and be like, so you have to, get ready. You'll be already prepared. Okay, that's what you have to do. You might be listening to this video and you might be like, well, what does he know? Or what is he doing or anything like that? Hey, I'm not in my feelings about it. I'm telling you because I've been there before. I've been there before. I fell flat on my face. I fell flat on my face. I haven't achieved a level of success. But I'm not. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna quit. That doesn't mean that my drive isn't just as strong as the next man. You know, what you have to do is you have to, if you're not going to surround yourself with great people, if you're not going to, if you're going to keep your circle, you need to keep your people. You need to make sure that you keep your circle small and with people that are all about positivity and want to do the same things that you want to do. You know, and if you got to remain, dolo, then remain dolo. Kevin Gates, for instance, as I let my brother T Price do his thing, I'm gonna say this: Kevin Gates, hip hop artist, he rarely makes songs with everybody else. He's pretty much doing everything on his own, and he became an icon just by doing that. He didn't go out here, trying to, jump on the train and feeling sorry for himself or anything like that. He even got booed at a concert one time, but look where he's at. You can't look at where you're at and you can't get in your feelings. You have to keep your drive and you have to keep your momentum and you have to keep the pressure on that negativity's neck, or you're not gonna establish any type of successful foundation. This is my boy T Price. Make sure that you sub to his channel. Definitely got that fire. T Price, you got the floor.
What's good, man? Good morning, man. I'm tired, man. I sat there clowning with them boys last night. No, I had to go to work for what you said, motivation and everything like that. So I came in at the end. You came in at the end, so
Yeah,
I,
I, I'm sorry,
I
T
came.
Price, man. I've been busy grinding, but I'm gonna give you already know what it was. What you dropped in the private chat, I haven't forgot about you, brother. I haven't
Oh
forgot
yeah, yeah,
about you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I already know. You good? You good? But yeah, I don't even remember what I probably what I typed in,
Yeah, it
and I
was.
just said,
Well, I'm not gonna say it, but
yeah.
you would drop me something in the private
Oh,
chat, and a point of contact or whatever. And so
oh yeah,
I
everything's good. How you feel about last night's game, man? How you feel about it?
well, listen. I've been telling people time and time. I've been telling people time and time again. Okay, you may not want him to be the face of the league, but it's going to happen one way or another. Okay. Now I'm not talking about last night's game, but I will touch on it though. Bless you. I will touch on it though. Okay. Listen, Giannis, Giannis, you need to appreciate a guy like Giannis. Okay. You need to appreciate the evolution of his game. You need to appreciate the way that he's going about it, the way that he's being professional about it, the way that he stays focused, the way that he has tunnel vision. Listen, no, nobody is on Giannis's side. Even when he becomes successful, they're still going to be like, okay, well that next man is better, or he's still not has he hasn't evolved yet because he doesn't have a shot. Okay, he doesn't have a shot, but guess what? He's in the Eastern Conference Finals and he's about to go to the finals and possibly win a chip with two MVPs and a Defensive Player of the Year and first
Mm-hmm.
team all defense for about 3 or 4 times on his resume. So
Right.
what more what less of that can you say? And then on top of that, he's still evolving as a player. So I want people to keep that same energy about Giannis. I think and Giannis doesn't care what you have to say. Listen, T Price, he will airball 2 or 3 free throws. He'll get called for violation. He'll airball 3 pointers. Guess what? He's still shooting.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
Yeah,
that's
he
what
still
I
going out.
love.
That's the thing that I love that too. It's a lost art. It's like I keep telling. It's like that's why we don't know nothing about Ben Simmons, man. Because we used to get on Lonzo. We get on all these
Mhm.
people shooting the ball, but at least they out there trying to shoot the ball. At least they trying to make it. You know, at least it's just the fundamentals. I mean, he'll gain the. I learned how to appreciate him. I just hope he still stays that way. Everybody. You always got them players. I'm gonna stay loyal. I'm gonna stay loyal. I'm gonna stay loyal, and
Mhm.
then you really don't have an organization to back you up. You know what I
Right.
mean? So hey, shout out to Giannis, man. But either way. I said this before. It's the Bucks to lose, but I won't be surprised if the Hawks do because what you call it? Oh, what's his name? Nate McMillan. He's gonna get them boys right. This gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one for Milwaukee, man. But they still to me are the favorite, but they ain't really by much. You can tell how
Right.
young and inexperienced the Hawks is. But that's one thing about Nate McMillan and great coaches. They make adjustments. So the next game, we just gonna see what they're gonna do. Um, what else? What else been going on in the news this week? You know, man, I don't be. If I get news and stuff, I get it from you, a ticket, or any from
Well,
everybody else,
okay,
man.
okay. No, no, no. I can't. Well, you heard about Rick Carlisle going to
Yeah,
Indianapolis,
yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
You heard about, you know what's going down here over here in D-Town. We're still waiting for you to stop through and come chop it up, Tea Party over here in Texas, man. You know about Jason
Mm-hmm.
Kidd getting hired in Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then now there are some rumors surfacing about
About Chauncey.
possibly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You said it won't.
Okay,
I,
there
I
are
heard about Chauncey one. Yeah, I heard about that. I read
yeah,
it
well,
today. I
yeah,
got to that yesterday a little bit.
Yeah, Chauncey is going to be that front runner for the Blazers for the Blazers position. Now, this is also another thing that a lot of people are going to trip out about. What's up, JMJ? 21. I see you in the building, man. Salute to you. Salute to my veteran.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Um,
Salute to them.
hey, look. Okay, look. When it comes to Jason Kidd, they don't understand how you understand it because me and you, we and Jason Kidd, he's from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? He's from out there, Cali. So listen, he's cerebral. Uh, he knew Gary Payton's father and everything. Payton's father was no joke. People think that LeVar was something
Right.
crazy. He was
Right.
10
Yeah,
times
let's
better.
know
The
that.
reason why I mentioned that though, T Price, is because he's got what's up, RJ Guap? I see you in the building. Um, guess who his assistants are going to be? He's planning to
Cool.
have Jason Terry as his assistants.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah,
gonna
yeah.
he's gonna have JJ Barrera possibly be an assistant, and he's gonna have a lot of people that were from that 2011 squad
Oh.
on his coaching staff. And check
Mm.
this out. You know who's the special advisor, right?
Uh-oh.
Dirk Nowitzki. He just got
Oh.
hired. He just got hired on as a
Yeah, the
special
Dallas.
advisor.
Yeah, yeah, with Dallas. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
that's what we need, man. This is one thing. And me and James, shout out to my boy James. He came shot up a long time with me on the channel last night. We were just talking about coaching, man. You see, like Rick Carlisle. I'm not surprised. A lot of people forget Rick Carlisle. He had them Pacers. About the Pacers on the road that year. They was actually going to be favored. They was actually going to be. They supposed to have been played the Spurs that one year when they had the
mhm.
Malice in the Palace. They had the number one record in the league. They was beating everybody. They was beating, aka Rick Carlisle. He comes back again. When he got a job real quick, I was like, okay, he got to call a job real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was
Well,
like, Rick Carlisle. He stepped down and he just got another job. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, I just wish a black coach could get a job like that. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see though. I just wish, you know what? I say this all the time, Polo, on my channel. It would be good. Like I said this, it's good. Like they say, if the finals be in ATL, a lot of people say, I hear people say, I don't want to see a basketball game in Atlanta. Like, well, I want it. Atlanta actually is a
what?
big market.
You
Atlanta,
tripping?
Atlanta,
You are
Atlanta.
tripping?
Atlanta, I was like, whoa. I was like, hold on. I was like, whoa. I said, Atlanta, a lot of people don't understand. Atlanta actually is a big market, even though
Shit,
the
that's a
South is,
damn big market, nigga.
yeah, I
Hey,
know it's
T Price,
football
you already
territory,
know
but
that.
damn.
Everybody comes down there for everybody from New York and the West Coast for hip hop. They come to ATL.
Yeah, yeah. I was just like, man, I was like, I said, did I explain it to? Did it understood? I'm like, dude, they ain't gonna tell you all the ratings, but the playoffs is way up this year. No, it's not. You always got the people. No, it's not. LeBron's not in there. KD's not in there. Stuff. I'm like, dude,
Oh my god.
even these. I'm like, dude, don't y'all know y'all favorite players is getting old? They in their 30s, and you
Right,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Right,
I'm
right,
like,
right.
dude, it's time for this new. Can't hold on to these players, man. Y'all gonna have to find
What?
me. That's how it was with me, Polo. With Magic
Hmm.
retired, man, I still got Jordan.
Then Jordan retired. I was like, man, who I got? And after the captain retired, I was like, man. Then Kobe started doing this. I was like, yeah, they go Kobe. Then we got Duncan. Even Moses Malone. So
Mm,
I'm gonna do some throwbacks next week. I'm gonna talk about some old school players, man, that don't get enough
mm-hmm.
shine and stuff, bro. Don't get
Yeah,
enough shine
well,
like that, like the
the
Moses
the
Malone.
the thing that you mentioned, I had to piggyback off of what you said about Rick Carlisle, aka Jim Carrey. That's what I call him because he looked like Cable Guy, old Cable Guy in the face looking ass. Um, yeah, goddamn fire marshal Bill looking ass. But anyway, that motherfucker man, Rick Carlisle man. A lot of people don't realize that he was under two of the greatest coaches to ever do it. He was under Larry Brown, who I consider above Phil. And you can anybody can argue that he's above Phil because he won at both levels. Then on top of that, he was under Greg Popovich, you know, and so you couple that with the fact that he's been able to have a 2011 championship up under his belt, and like you said, he did pretty good with the Pacers. I mean, that's great. Now, also, you know about Udoka in Boston, right?
Yep.
Yeah, how you feel about that? How you feel that they're gonna turn that
Oh,
around?
that's what Ticket. That's what Ticket was saying. Ticket been saying that for a while. Like when they
Hmm.
in the middle of the like before the season over, that they was going to hire. You know, what I'm saying they trying to change the face of their direction. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So I'm not surprised. That's a good hire for
Hmm.
them. A lot of people don't know who Udoka is. I remember he played for the Spurs. He married up.
Neil
He married
Long,
up
man.
Nia
Neil
Long. Yes, he
Long,
did.
man. Dang, when I was all into Neil Long like that, I was like,
Hey, I wasn't. Hey, you know who my favorite one is out of everybody though? Is you know who my favorite one was? Not only just hip hop, even on TV. One of my
T
favorite
Price,
ones is Yo Yo. Yo Yo.
You better not say Miss Parker.
Hell no, Yo Yo, nigga. Yo
Oh,
Yo.
you like Yo Yo?
Oh my
The
lord, a lot
Bonnie
of
and
people forget.
Clyde team.
Oh, Yo Yo. Lord, I knew so many girls that looked like Yo Yo. Used to act like her. Used to crack me up. They're like, yeah, I act like Yo Yo.
Yeah.
Who is Yo Yo? I'm not trying to be Yo Yo.
With
I'm
them
trying to be
braids,
me.
them long dookie
Yeah.
braids.
Yeah, people don't even remember that, man.
Nigga, you ain't got the lie, Craig. Like them type of braids and shit.
Right. Oh my God.
Nah, and
Remember that.
I think Udoka would now see T Price. I thought that I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought um that Jock Bond was gonna end up getting
Yeah.
that coaching position because True the King has said this. He has said that because True the King TV. Shout out to True the King. He had said that because he's a Boston fan, and he was saying that one of the
Yeah, I got a lot
assistants,
of on my channels too. That's Boston
yeah,
fan.
one of the assistants, one of the assistants was supposed to be getting the job, and that's what he said that Udoka was going to be that one. So he called it on it. He was right. He was right on the nail with it. He hit the nail on the head, and he got it. Now Ben Simmons, he's going to the developmental camp. And now I part ways with you on one thing that you were saying about Ben Simmons. Now with these other guys that can't shoot and all this other stuff, T Price, like with Giannis and a couple others that they feel like he can't shoot. Even John Morant, they always criticizing him that he can't shoot. Uh, Ben Simmons is has got the stigma on him, and people have said in the Sixers organization that he's lazy and doesn't work hard, and he's being coddled and everything. And so he has 1 year, T Price, in order to get it right, in order to get his shit right. And if he doesn't get his shit right, hey, they're gonna move him. It's a big contract that we're working with, though. We're talking about a 5 year, $177 million deal. So
Mm.
that's a contract that okay, people are gonna want. They don't necessarily want to give up the pieces to get a guy like Ben Simmons, but they're gonna have to. Will he be of value to a team? Yes, on the defensive end, But in terms of the offensive end and the crucial game late moments and under 2 minutes, and you got to shoot at the free throw line, and you want to need a shot when it's needed, he's a liability. What do you think about that?
Mm, uh, Excuse. Oh, this is the thing, man. I always been a fan of Ben Simmons, what he did at LSU. And then I sat there and watched him. I was like, okay, why are you not doing more? You just got that potential just to be so much better than he is. And like I know I have a subscriber on my page who said that he'll think he'll look good at Golden State. I was like, okay, he do. I was like, yeah, he'd be a young, more athletic, you know, help stretch the floor, push ups. You know, he could push the pace and everything. He just need to work on his game just a little bit more. Work on your free throw. It's like this. That's one thing I like about basketball. When I was out there on the court, I always worked on my weakness. That's one thing about basketball teach me how to deal with life. You got every day I'm learning how to deal with my weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I wish everything in the world for the guy. I just wish he just work on his game and really solidify. I just hope he don't take it for granted. He got too many players that get that bag and they feel like they ain't got nothing else to prove. You know what I mean? That's one thing I love about my generation. Cause we've seen excellence. We've seen 10 years or even more of playing on elite levels on both ends. And these players now, like him, he gets that bag. You're like, man, you could be so much more. He's like, when he's on the court, he just feels like he's uninterested. I don't know the rumors are true that he don't want to be coached and all this other stuff. So, hey, man, I ain't the type person to throw anybody away. So, hey, he just need to get in that lab, man, and come back with a vengeance. And then that just don't show it for 1 year. Continue to show it because that man's he's too talented and skilled. And I've been trying to tell you this for a long. I was like, man, the reason why Philly ain't getting over that hump because Ben Simmons, man, he got to. Ben, I mean, Embiid only could do so much. Man, I
Yeah,
feel bad. I feel bad for Philly fans because I know some Philly fans they rather have Simmons. I know some
yeah,
Philly fans won't want one Embiid. I'm like, but I'd rather have Embiid. At least he showed you much. He said trust the process. I trust his process. Like compared to.
you know what, T Price? I don't feel sorry for neither one of them motherfuckers. Listen, and everybody gonna get the smoke, including
Oh yeah, he said.
and
Oh yeah, they still gonna get
you
that
know,
smoke though. Right,
and
but
you
I'm
talk
just.
about and you talk about trust the process, T Price. Yeah, what trust the process of elimination? Because because every fucking time we're getting fucking eliminated, and there was supposed to be a process, nigga. We trusted the process with Brett Brown for 6 fucking years, right? Brett
Mm,
Brown, I don't feel that what they did to Brett Brown was right. They could have gave him that extra year because he was dealing with a lot on his plate. But either way, that's neither here nor there. He's gone now. Ben Simmons has had now he's going into his fifth year. Okay, listen, T Price, you know this by anything. You play ball.
mhm.
If you're in year 4 or you're in year 5 and you haven't made any type of strides to your game, they are going to look at you as okay, you peaked. You're not going to get any better than what you are. You look at a guy like John Morant, okay, who was able to eclipse Steph Curry in the playing game and get to the eighth seed. He made strides to his game. He even shot a couple of outside shots. You look at a guy
Uh-huh.
like Trey Young. Hey, look, he started off a little shaky at the beginning of the year because of the coaching situation and John Collins. Everybody was shitting on Trey Young. Now look at him. He's up in there doing the goddamn shimmy with the ball in
Mhm.
his hand and making fucking Drew Holiday. I love Drew Holiday. Shout out to the West Coast, UCLA, all that other stuff. But he made him dance. Okay. Then
He
on top
came
of
out
that,
to the bench last night and said, "You ain't gonna do what you did to me first game." He did good defense. That was good defense they did on Trey last night, bro. But go ahead.
South Political man. Listen, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I, I was saying about Giannis. I was saying about I'm happy for Giannis in a way.
Yeah.
As far as what T Price says, hey, that's his opinion, man. If players want to stay, I said this last night. South Political, that's their decision.
Yeah, that's
if they
it. That's
wanted
it.
if they
Right.
right T Price listen, and that's why I was telling South
I'm
Political, and
all.
he
This is the thing. I'm just gonna say this. I'm all about player empowerment, but this is the thing is with me. Okay, you prevent. Okay, you want player empowerment.
there was
Okay,
a
so you tell
reply
it.
to
So,
76.
oh,
Go
but
ahead,
yeah, I'm just
you got it,
saying.
you got it, bro.
I'm just saying player empowerment. I'm good for player empowerment, but the thing is, when it comes to player empowerment, is of a player. I've been on these coaches. Me and James was talking about this last night.
Hmm.
I know these coaches in the league when they you remember the coaches back in the day? They used to get all in the players and all that. Now these coaches don't even want to get in the player play like they scared to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
ah,
yeah.
I don't like the respect to me of coaching in the league. To me, is just okay. You gave player empowerment. This is what player empowerment is. I've seen so many teams, so many coaches in this league. We look at the halftime, the players not even engaging. I'm like, that I ain't never seen this. Never, never. It's like it's getting worse and worse every single year. You can tell how people is. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Everything
well,
is good.
well, see, we were talking about last night, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you do your closing talking points, T Price. Then I'm gonna shut it down because I gotta I got some a little bit of stuff I got to do to get to this next one. Okay, look, I'm gonna say this. Last night, when we were talking about KD and the situation what he did in Golden State, somebody had made a comment saying that okay, well, that was the weakest move. I think it was CB
Yeah,
Logic. He was saying that was the weakest
of course.
move and all this other stuff. You know the whole stigma. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna
me
tell you
did.
like
Me
this.
did. Yeah.
I never felt that way
Me
about
either.
KD because of the simple fact, okay, you still have to play in the NBA. You still have to go out there and execute.
Hmm.
You still have. What if it didn't work out? Then what?
And it
The
wasn't on
media
the
would
same
jump all on
team.
it. Yeah, it
And
would
it
it would
wasn't on
jump
the
all on the
same
same thing.
team.
And then on top
Right.
of that, they were shorthanded when they were playing in a few of those series, and KD had to actually take put the load on his back. So in the end, it still was like okay, they still had challenges and they still had barricades, and they actually lost in the finals too in the finals too as well. So I
Right.
mean, what are we talking about here? If they were that dominant and everything like that, they wouldn't have had no blemishes. They wouldn't have had any type of they would have been straight up perfection. But they weren't a perfect team. They would have got beaten. So I don't want to hear, okay, well, that was the weakest move and all this other stuff, stacking the deck and everything. T Price, we know why KD did that. KD wanted to
Right.
do it right. KD, I've seen him and PJ Tucker, both of them in Austin. All Durant wants to do is eat wings, and he's a fucking gym rat. He wants to do it, quote unquote, the right way by getting it out of the mud and all this other stuff and everything. But when you have other people that are coming in the collective bargaining agreement, got people up in here doing the snakish things that they're doing and stuff like that, he's like, okay, I could play chess with you too, and he did it just as great. Man, T Price, you got the floor. Closing arguments on this.
Oh man, it's just that man. I'm just gonna say this. Um, hey, this is a good year for everybody, man. It's a good year for all the fans, the true fans of the league, man. Let's enjoy this talent that we have. There's a lot of new talent out there, and like I keep telling a lot of people, some of y'all favorite players is getting older. My favorite player got older, got out of there. Every player that I like got old. Yeah, this got it's time for this new generation. It's time for they shine. Man, it's been overdue. The NBA is going in a good direction. That is if they promote players right. That's all I want. Just play it right. Show the love. Not one player need to get love. You got a lot of players in the league that need love. Don't get that deserving, man. Just treat everybody right, man. And I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna harp on this. I came at the end when Polo was saying this. You do got to surround yourself around people who really care about you. If nobody else
Hmm.
don't care about you, care about yourself. Pray.
Facts.
Hey, cause hey, one thing about me, I live in Oregon, and I'm the dead soul out here. Cause there ain't no black people hardly out here. I was messing around with Iris last night. I was like, she said something really smart. I laughed so hard. She's like, wow, I was like, that's like the blackest thing I ever heard. Like it came from on YouTube though, cause out here, I don't hear black women talk like that, cause that's a southern thing. You know how we ask somebody, why? I already know. But you know, just
Right.
keep your head up, pray, and God got us back, man. He'll never fail us, man. We'll fail him. if we don't use them. That's all I got, bro. Whatever
Well,
you is,
look,
man. I'll
man.
come
Yeah.
back and I'll come back and support you again, man. Cause
No, no, no.
I ain't doing
Always,
nothing with
always
that
love,
internet.
man. Hey, y'all know T Price Show, man. Definitely go ahead and support that brother LDBC all day, baby. I see y'all in the building. That popped through JMJ 21. Thank you for pulling up, RJ. Guap, South Solidical, 3,000 degrees. You came at the end, my brother, but we
Hey,
got to
that's my
shut it
boy.
down,
Yeah.
man. Hey, it's LDBC all day up in here. Lions Den represent. Make sure y'all like, sub, also share, and comment as well. I'll be back at y'all with a little bit.